4 days left in the transfer portal, but the college season is finally wrapped up. We have a national champion. It is the Indiana Hoosiers. And this is the morning run. Big Toe Chico, let's go.
Runners mount up. It is the morning run. Big Dog Chico, Uncle Niggly coming to you live and direct right here on the pregame network via YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everything else. Make sure y'all hit that follow and subscribe. Also, hype us up one time. Hit the song. Hype us up. Hit that like button, then hit the hype button. Hit the like button, then hit the hype button. Got to hit both of them on the video to make sure we get up in that algorithm and get up out there so where everybody can see us. You understand? And join the network, join the runners. Unc, what's happening? What's up? What's shaking? Potato chips or bacon?
It's always going to be potato chips over bacon, but I love when I see Raleigh, North Carolina in the building. I love when I see the Montgomery, Alabama in the building.
Town.
Y'all know what to do when you get in, check in, let us know where you're from. And like we always tell y'all,
We always do it this time.
Share, it's important to like. It's important to subscribe. What's really important is turn that notification bell on, because you never know when it's gonna pop off. Like, it's just gonna pop off.
It might pop off. You know what I mean? And Coach Prime been popping off. College football been popping off. Kurt Signetti been popping off. Mendoza popping off. Hey man, we gotta discuss this national championship game and things of that nature. But before we do that, y'all see right down there in that corner. Y'all see up there in that corner. Got a couple of new pieces of merch on the website. Y'all make sure y'all go to uncandchico.myshopify.com. Go and get you some.
Ooh. I love the Uncle Chico live, man. I love it.
Yeah, man. It's going down in a major way.
It is. Chico. I love it.
Each and every Sunday night, got Uncle Chico. And every other Thursday. Thursdays, when we want to do it, we do Thursdays also. Yeah, man. But hey,
Missouri City, Texas is in the building, man.
Shout out to Missouri City, Texas.
Most city, right out by Houston.
We got to give remembrance to Dr. Martin Luther King. MLK Day was yesterday. Was able to go out there to the parade out here in Hawaii. I know a lot of people celebrate. Of course, I'm from the historic Selma, Alabama. My mom actually co-authored the book, Selma, Lord Selma, which turned into a movie later on. So special connection there. That church that Uncle Neely always brings up that I broke the stained glass window out of was the church that Dr. King once spoke in and led the march from Selma to Montgomery. So shout out to my moms and shout out to Selma, Alabama, and big salute to Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Absolutely, man. ATL done hopped in here as well, man. And Augusta, Georgia's in the building.
The home of Dr. Martin Luther King, ATL, Georgia.
Yeah. I love that connectivity, man. The MLK, your mom's in Selma, you get down with the South Chico. Day of service.
Yes, sir.
Day of service. Not a day off, but a day on.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Indiana. We took the day off.
We took kind of like a day off. We still, did our thing, social media wise and things that we had to do and had to watch the game. That's a part of, our business and our.
I'm really glad you said that, Chico. I really can't get the people in my life to understand. They understand like this right here, right?
Okay, yeah.
But somebody hit me up, hey man, what you doing later on watching the game? They don't understand that. That's work. I'm watching the game for work.
So I can know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like I'm not watching the game. I'm watching the game,
Yes. I'm watching what's going on. And if you watched what's going on and not just watch the ball or watch the sideline and all the people that was there. Shout out to DJ Khaled. You know what I mean? I saw him there. Saw Fat Joe there. Kong's Mongolian. He was there. Yeah, I saw him on the sideline like he was telling somebody, I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. I just saw him on the sideline doing that. But anyway, he was at the game.
Like looking for a glizzy, too.
He was looking for a glizzy. If you would have been there, y'all would have had two glizzies together.
I know. Well, wait, hold on. We would have had separate glizzies. Like he would have his own in his hand, I would have my own in my hand, and we would be enjoying them at the same time. We wouldn't have it together, like eating it from both ends and meat in the middle or
Both
something.
is, yeah.
No, we wouldn't be doing that.
Somebody out there, AI, hook that up for your dog.
No, please don't.
Fat Joe. No.
Please don't.
But yeah, they were at the game though, man. Big time game, dog. Beautiful game. As far as if you're an Indiana fan, some very hard to watch if you were down there in Miami. You're from Miami. You're rooting for Miami. What did you think about the ball game? This big time win for Indiana.
I tell you what, let me rewind a couple of steps. I think outside of the very opening, you know how I felt about Tulane being in and James Madison being in. I think outside of those games, it was really a wonderful bracket. You look at the number of the games that went down to the wire, the number of games that you couldn't turn away from. I know the IU Oregon game, was belt to ass from start to finish, but for the most part, you had games that you were still into the fourth quarter, if not the final possession. So beautiful for college football, beautiful for it to culminate, with a game that still could have been tied up, if nothing else, in the last possessions, the last couple plays. So I thought it was a great game. I was in two places on the Chico. I was pulling for, IU. I still keep in touch with Khalil Benson, who came
Shout
from
to Big Khalil too.
Yeah,
sure.
Mississippi kid, man. Was at IU, came to Colorado for a year, then went back to IU. But I also was looking for that dominance from the Hurricanes defensive line that I had seen like in the past. So I kind of figured this thing was going to be close. It wasn't going to be a runaway train like IU had been doing to people. But I didn't have enough dog in the hunt to be like, overly excited one way or the other. But I was excited for college football because what a beautiful story for IU. I mean, this is one of those things, man, when you talk about a program that just historically ain't been nothing in football and all the way up into 2 years ago, and now they're in the national championship. And it just shows you the alternative paths forward. We live in this modern day era where, of course, it's going to take money to bring in players, but you also got to have the right coaches and that kind of thing. But the other flip side to it is experience. When you look at the average age of IU's players compared to the rest of the league or even compared to the NFL, they got grown men out there playing. So I'm looking for in the future how many people – we live in a copycat world. They copy Uncle Chico. So, live in a copycat world. So I'm looking to see how many coaches now are going to go after even more experienced players, versus younger guys, because look what happened in 2 years with IU doing that.
Exactly. Indiana captured the first ever college football playoff national championship, 27-21 win over Miami, 16-0, perfect season. Kirk Cignati, that's probably about as happy as you will see him right there, but perfect season, dog.
Oh, he was elated. He was elated.
Yeah. Just 2 seasons ago, like you said, they were 3-9. Now they're national champs. Yes, yeah. Remarkable story, dog. 3.
They were what 2 years ago?
Sound like somebody else. 3-9, dog.
Well, it sound familiar, don't it?
And you pointed out what he did in the transfer portal. And we talked about a couple of shows ago how recognizing, eyeing talent in this day and age in college football is taking control. It's paramount now. It's essential to what you're doing to build a national championship football team now, because you gotta. There's so many people in the portal. You got to recognize that talent, pick what's right for you, get that right oil that's for your vehicle that you're driving in the conditions that you are driving, right?
Yeah.
That's what you have to go pick out, and that's what Cignati did better than anyone else, and that's why they're national champs. I'm talking about a quarterback from Miami, dog, going back home to win, got his whole family there. He said that Miami didn't even offer him or allow him to be a walk-on.
Yeah, that would have been under Manny Diaz, I guess, who did that initially.
What he's feeling right now. Well,
Let
his
me say
family's
this.
feeling it right now.
I don't think they're feeling the damn thing because I mean that's a cute quote and it's gonna make for a wonderful movie one day, but that don't mean that they had space or need for him then.
That has nothing to do with what he's feeling, though. You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
get
Oh,
that. I
that's
get
what I'm
that.
saying.
I'm just talking
Yeah.
about it's not like, oh man, Miami messed up. No, they made the right decision they had with the information at the time.
Cool.
Keep in mind, Michael Jordan didn't go number 1 in the draft.
Right.
You had a time machine,
And
he'd been number 1 in the draft.
and that's what I'm saying. He, regardless of what happened, he used that as motivation. You know what I mean? That's why I almost used the wrong terminology, but that's why he beat every team that he played against that passed over him. He made sure he put extra weapons on them.
Yeah, cute
You know?
story, but it would have been the same result if it had happened.
Nah, dog, I think that added a little bit
Cute
more
story,
mustard
though.
onto that sandwich, though, dog. Down there in
Yeah, but
Miami.
it's still a
Shout out to
sandwich. You still gonna eat it. So cute story, but yeah.
him. Cuban American Mendoza, man. Shout out to him. If he's going to the Jets or to Las Vegas, what do you think is the best fit for him?
Both of those teams got to have a quarterback. So I think Raiders right now are picking number 1. So I would believe he would go there, but also be prepared, pull your big boy pants up because you're gonna struggle for a couple of years because both of these teams need so damn much that you're gonna be like Troy Aikman with the Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're gonna have some 1-15s before you get to the Super Bowl.
Hey, all right. I like what he's done. I like what he brings to a team, man. I think he brings already like a mature factor to that quarterback position coming in. And I think he'll be one of those guys that can have a Caleb Williams type situation, based on the team that he goes to and everybody around him.
Well, he's gonna
Culturally,
certainly have
though,
a Caleb Williams year 1 situation.
what you mean?
They're gonna suck.
Oh, you say year 1 situation?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said
hey,
something.
no, you don't have the first overall pick because you're great.
Oh no, not at all.
It's the same thing with coaching. These jobs don't come open because the team good. So you walking into a shitstorm, just know that day 1.
But you made a point also with these older players, dog. Teams going to start moving towards that, I think. And that's just sad for a lot of, I would say, mid-type, mid, like 3-star, 2-star type high school football players is going to get looked over for whatever reason. But you're going to have a chance also to get into college somehow, some way, and work your way up, play, produce, and then you can move up the same way everybody else does. It's kind of like an escalator system now. You know what I mean? You got to just work your way up to get to where you want to go if you didn't come out as a 5-star nowadays in college football.
Well, we got to also keep in mind that I know we use these stars as part of our conversation and reference points to kind of give people an idea of where people tier in these things. But in that same vein, we know that system got a lot of BS to it as well. Because it's a lot of good old boy networking, and it's a lot of I'm gonna give you a star, to help you get there. Because at the end of the day, look what Indiana did with a team with no 5 stars on it. At some point, coaching is gonna still come into play, recruiting what you need for your scheme and your competition and your conference is gonna come into play. So all that is gonna matter. Only thing we're doing now, I think in college football, is just skewing the number line toward the left some. Everybody's going to still get an opportunity. Your opportunity may not come as a freshman, a high school senior going into a freshman as much as it will a high school senior who goes somewhere and now comes out a sophomore. But the game is getting older. You're going to have people playing in college longer than you ever had them play before.
Yeah, man. I heard
You're going to have people playing in college with an average older age than you've had before.
I think the safety was his 7th season or 7th year or something like that. I was like, dang, can imagine 7 years, whether you hurt or whatever. Though that's a long time to play college football, and you're gonna.
I tell you what, man, I'd have loved to have been in college 7 years. I enjoyed Jackson State.
I bet, dog.
They've been calling me Uncle for real around there. I've been helping on freshman move every day for 7 consecutive years.
Shout out to my dog. I'm gonna call his name. Shout out to Dez from up there at UAB. Dez was that guy. Dez, he looked just like Gilly too. Thinking about it, he looked just like Gilly the kid, but he was about a 30-year-old dog. And you walk into his room, he had like a big fish tank on the wall. You could tell he had been there for multiple years.
Yeah, he lived there. That wasn't no dorm. That was his crib.
That was his crib. Everybody else had a dorm around it.
Yeah,
This Negro had an apartment.
yeah. He been there.
He been there.
Hey, everybody had a dorm fridge. She had a real fridge.
No, I just thought about that, dog. This man had a big, huge fish tank, whole refrigerator, bed. Damn, dog, you been here for some years, ain't it? Did your mama stay here?
He had a grown folk dorm room.
At a grown folk dorm room, dog.
Had
Before I ever
carpet.
seen one. Had an
Had
area rug.
carpet and vacuum cleaner.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah.
let's go here to the NFL, dog. Had a bunch of changes in the NFL, a lot of vacancies, should I say, and then now we had
10.
some of these being filled
That's
up.
like a third of the league. You go 10 openings.
Mm-hmm.
4 have been filled. Still waiting on the Browns to
Yeah.
see who Shador is going to inherit.
Mm-hmm.
They did get rid of the last of the offensive staff. The wide receivers coach / pass game coordinator is now gone as well. So it'll be a whole new look on offense for the Cleveland Browns. But the Bills coming off of their playoff loss. McDermott, been there 8 or 9 years. Never been able to quite get over the hump.
Yeah.
But in a year with no Burrows, no Lamar Jackson, and no Patrick Mahomes, you would have thought this was going to be their year, and it wasn't. And so, adios amigos. Dirty game, Chico.
It's a dirty game. It's a cold game, like Future said back in the day. But that's what it is now. Everybody wants the quick fix. Everybody sees that someone else is making a move. I guess it's time for me to make a move too, or maybe I can get that guy. And I think Cleveland just being patient, they might have their guy fall into their lap. I think McDermott would be a good fit there. In a situation where he had an opportunity to get a lot of experience, in the playoffs, and just like anywhere else, you can get a fresh start. Bill Belichick did that. Get a fresh start and go there with a clear mind and say, hey, okay, I know where I messed up at in the past, and we've gotten right there. Now I know what to get us over the hump now. And I think, somewhere, a place like Cleveland could be a perfect spot for him.
I don't know why we already discussed, and we can discuss again who Atlanta hired. But the other thing I didn't understand is why they hired somebody so fast.
Right. They was on him.
They got a game 2 weeks from now.
We talked about that last show, man. I think Matt Ryan had his guy, both of them being from Pennsylvania, having that pen ties and stuff like that, that state ties. It's all about relationships and who you know, and that's what it is. Matt Ryan, if he's a GM, he's going to go hire somebody that he has a relationship with, that he feels. And
I feel you, Matt, but you left out a key word.
What's that?
It's about trust and relationship. I don't trust the fans.
Well, he might trust them over.
No, I'm saying Matt don't trust that man. Look at that man's track record. Matt overvalued the relationship part of it.
What you think how do you think the discussion went when they was talking about the quarterback situation? I think he was in Minnesota when Kirk Cousins was there.
It went like this. Hey, dog, they done put me in charge down here. Hey, you got fired. You want to do it? Hell yeah, let's do it. All right, man, let's do it.
What you always give me credit for being
positive. You Joe Positive, man. You Mr. Positive.
Here we go again with Mr. Positive Conspiracy.
Yeah.
Dog, what if, just what if, Stefanski really likes Shedeur Sanders? Way more than what the public thinks and feels. What if
Chico, let me tell you something about that theory.
Come on now, because what
I've
if
always y'all could go look at the clips.
Come on now.
Y'all can rewind it back all season. I've always said that Stefanski was doing something that did not bother the owners, because if it bothered the owners, they'd have told him to stop it.
Okay.
So I've always said that whatever he was doing, right, wrong, or indifferent, the people he reported to didn't have no problem with it, because they would have stopped it.
All right.
And so what that tells me is there's also a road that runs the opposite direction, and he was being told what to do. Hey, man, don't play that dude yet.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, Chico, owners don't fire themselves.
Right. So you're saying
owners don't fire themselves.
All right. And so I think I think you're going down the road I was about to take us now, Bob. What if the unlikely situation that this could lead to Shedeur Sanders being in Atlanta?
Penix would have to be horrible or have a major injury for that to happen.
What do you think the discussions were before Stefanski was even brought into Atlanta? Meaning, like that quarterback situation. What do you think that was discussion was like between Matt
Man,
Ryan?
they ain't even discussing, man. That man asked Matt Ryan was Magic City still popping.
All right. So either it's going to be, hey man, I can come here, I can fix Kirk Cousins, or if Kirk Cousins is on the way out the door, I'm bought into Michael Penix, just like we want the head coach who's going to be the Cleveland Browns head coach to be bought into Shedeur Sanders. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you're doing with that mouse in your pocket, because I still say I want Shedeur out of the Browns. I ain't never wavered on that.
Would you be opposed to him being out of Cleveland and being in Atlanta and just happen to be back with the head coach? So he was in
Ain't
Cleveland.
gonna happen, dog. Stop trying to make these Disney movies, man.
No. I'm making a Disney movie now.
But you got more twists and turns than the Marvel multiverse.
Chat, y'all let us know what y'all thinking, chat.
Let us know what y'all think. No damn Atlanta, man.
All right. Well, I want him to be successful in Cleveland. I think
I want him to be successful wherever he goes. I just think he can be more successful outside of that organization, because it's the organization that got issues.
Mm-hmm. But
if there's any guy that can right the wrongs of somewhere, it should do it. Sanders. He did it in high school, did it 2 stops in college. He could do it in NFL.
Okay. All right. Well, hell, we'll see.
Say the blind
man. Come down here in Georgia. We Georgia Bulldog fan down here, boy. What else you want to talk about? I'm gonna let you go with this one. He passed to you. Where you want to go?
Let me see, man. Where I want to go is, as everybody probably is aware of, calendar-wise, now that the college football season is over with the national championship crown, you're going to start seeing more and more strength and conditioning related activities with college football teams. Namely, the Colorado Buffaloes are now back with Coach Swayze, started back today with him. And so the pregame network, Terrace is back on the scene. You'll be seeing some footage probably as early as tonight from day one. And so it's really, man, like I tell people all the time, Chico, when I say tell people, I mean people in my family, college football is year round now. There's no off season.
Right.
I mean, you just think about this now. You just had the championship game last night, which means the season has been ongoing, even if it was just 2 teams. And today, around the country, workouts start up.
Mm-hmm.
And those will continue through February. And then March, spring ball starts up. And that's when the coaches, are back in charge. And then mid-April is when you have your spring games. You're going to take off then for May, and then June, strength and conditioning starts up. So, I mean, you're really looking at the only time off in college football right now is the month of May.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's what it is nowadays, man. You got all these signings and transfer portal guys and early enrollees and things of that nature,
Yeah, and shout out to the staff
work.
around the nation, man. Shout out to Coach Prime's staff that, we got to understand, man, these guys hit the portal, have interviews, meetings, declare they want to go somewhere, and they literally have to then get enrolled. You have to get credits transferred. You got to get transcripts done. You literally have to get them enrolled in school ASAP. And here we are with school back underway, and the portal is still open to Friday, 11:59 p.m.
Mm.
Open
So
for
you gonna
these
see
for the two remaining schools that played last night. So the NCAA, man, is going to have to step in and try to identify a better calendar
yeah.
as far as this stuff meshing up and matching up. So shout out to the staffs, who get the stuff done, because you'll have a guy say on Thursday, yeah, I want to come to Colorado, and to get him to Colorado is not just as simple as him saying I want to come to Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Like the I's had to be dotted, the T's crossed, the paperwork done, the credits transferred, the enrollments, all that kind of stuff done, physicals, blah 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 blah. Lot to do, man.
Wow. Well, for the guys who have already been there, now it's time to lay that leadership foundational type deal, get into that leadership role and show them how it's done. You know what I'm saying? As far as Coach Prime, and shit, for the newcomers, you got so many newcomers nowadays. You might see leaders emerge out of the newcomers. With the
Oh,
way that
absolutely.
Coach Prime has brought them in, it's not going to be no sitting back waiting or wait because this guy's an upperclassman. He's been here 2-3 years. Nowadays, hell, everybody just got up in here. So the leader's gonna merge damn near from day one or week one. You know what I mean? At least
Yeah,
in the
and
workhouse wise.
you have the benefit of not having to do this again in May with a spring portal.
Mm-hmm.
And so the
Yeah.
players know that as well as the coaches. So this is what it is now.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna get the meshing immediately, dog. Immediately. And Coach Sway's gonna get them guys right. We saw the things and body transformations he brought about last season with likes of Jordan Seaton, Big Yaya, and a bunch of other guys, Ben Finnesseth, all of those guys, Michael Welch in the backfield. A lot of guys made some huge transformations as far as body wise and improving themselves and getting ready under Coach Swayze. You see the same type of things happening this year, Coach?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even more so, because one thing as far as returning guys, the standards, the expectation, Coach Swayze. And then as far as the new guys coming in, you ain't got time to bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to get it. Like you look at it this way, Chico. Every receiver, I'm gonna just use the receiver room.
Yeah.
Every receiver didn't leave Colorado, and you brought in a bunch.
Yeah.
How many on the field at the same time? 3, maybe
3,
4.
4. Yeah.
You think you got time to bullshit?
None. Hell, and you're gonna see the guys coming in. You're gonna be like, okay, he could play. You could tell when guys can play. You know what's coming in at your position, especially. So you're gonna know immediately. Hey man, it's time to step up. Nobody's gonna be playing up in here. They're here to take a position, uh, and people here to prove themselves. So I'm
You
excited to
have
see this, man.
boxing matches, man, where people
It's
kind of feel each
restricted.
other out. The early rounds. I mean, it's coincidence, Rick throwing punches. You have
Yeah.
boxing matches where people kind of feel each other out. This ain't no feel each other out. You gotta go get it. It's football time in America.
Football time in America, baby. We need to make us a shirt with Uncle Neely's face on there saying that football time in America. The accent, I hear you. Hey, I saw my young guy from Selma, Alabama, my hometown, and he's now at Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
and he's there, and I saw him opening up some of his stuff. Shout out to Christian Moore, linebacker, outside linebacker. Saw him opening some of his stuff. They getting shoes, you getting shirts, you getting a whole bunch of swag, to represent your school and stuff. And I just saw the look on his face when he see all those things that he's getting as a student athlete. And I'm sure you've seen those guys too, man. When they first come in and they realize some of the perks and some of the things that they get for being a college athlete. But at the same time, you got to stay focused. Keep the main thing, because don't think that I've seen guys literally go to a camp and come back with some gloves. I think it was Miami Dolphins camp, came back with some gloves and some shorts. I was like, how was camp? I got me some gloves and shorts. Some people think that's all. You know what I mean? Instead of looking at the opportunities that they have. Talk about the opportunity that these guys have at Colorado this season, man, with something big. 3-9 one year, then you come back, you bounce back with a bowl win season. You had a struggle year last year. Talk about them bouncing back and doing some amazing things in the college, what could be the college football playoffs this season.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience, man, with the people just settling for swag and be happy about that. One of the things I love to see
Oh, they're there.
throughout the process is people's excitement when they see the process working.
Mm,
I don't know if you remember when you watched The Matrix and they first hooked Neo up and he opened his eyes and said, I know Kung Fu. Like, show me. And so you look at these guys on day one and they're running a 4.7 or 4.5, and then 3 weeks from now they're running a 4.5 and a 4.3, and how wide their eyes get when they see their bodies transformed and the way they feel transform, and the season can't get here soon enough for them. That's the part of the process I love is the awakening. You know, they come there ready, man. This, like I said, this is no off season in college football.
yeah.
There is no, well, I got to get back in shape. Like, no, you have to now come in shape or you will be behind and you'll be too far behind to catch up. And
Hell
so
yeah.
to see guys come there ready to perform, doing their thing, they know they were 3-9. But I guarantee you they wouldn't want nobody talking about today. They wouldn't have no in-depth
Mhm.
discussions on 3 wins. They
Hell
would have an
no.
in-depth discussion on 2026 and the work ahead.
Right. Big time, man. A lot of things, a lot of players got something to prove out here. Coaches got things to prove. And that's what I like about Coach Prime. He got hungry people around him, with a lot to prove. And he ain't settling for no 3-9, for no losing season. And y'all seen that with the dedication he's put in this off season, dog. Eye and everything. He said he ain't the last one. He the what, Unc?
The first two,
The first. You feel me?
believe that.
All right. Hey. I see Big Hakeem Williams. I'm still there. I like that. Scudero looking super fast, bigger than what I thought. Y'all cut the shag off, the Dallas shag. Why you cut the shag off?
And there's a couple things people need to be aware of too.
Shout out to RJ.
Because of the process I talked about earlier, when you say, hey, I want to come to Colorado or any school, you can substitute any school. And because
Yeah.
all the paperwork that has to be done to get you vetted and then approved and ready to participate, when you look at these early days of footage, here's where I'm going with this, Chico.
Yeah.
Stop panicking with that bullshit about where such and so at. Everybody ain't there yet. Just because somebody hit a portal for a school don't mean they at that school yet. And that's what the kind of thing we're talking about when we talk about how the NCAA is going to have to address this calendar. So as you had, one or two groups work out separately today, when we get to Thursday or Friday, they'll be like, oh, I hadn't seen Chico yet. He must didn't come. Come on, dog. I'm letting you know now that ain't the case. That ain't how this works. You cannot participate in school stuff until you're actually in school.
Mm.
And you ain't in school until you get all the boxes checked to get in school. And that is more than just saying, hey, coach, I want to come to your school.
Right. You can't just show up, dog. It ain't one of those. It's not like what was his name on Major League when Wesley Snipes just ran out there on the field and ran that 40?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Chico. August 1989 is when I got to Jackson State to start my freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
And I bumped into this fella on the far east corner of the campus with a suitcase.
Yeah.
He looked a little lost. And even though I'm a freshman, I'm from Jackson, so I know more around. I said, man, you are looking for a certain building? He said, dog, I don't know where to go, man. I just, came to college. And it ain't dawned on me that he was dead ass serious.
Mm.
I was like, oh, you want to go get registered, get your papaperwork. That's that building right there. He said, so then what? I said, what you mean? I said, hello, dog. Well, you say you just came up here? He said, yeah, man. I graduated in May and told my mom I want to go to Jack State. She just dropped me off. I said, did you apply to school? No. You take the ACT? No. I said, dog,
Them motherfuckers think this
you just
you
can't
think
come
this
to
middle
school.
school?
You
Like, you
just,
just
ain't no cell phones there, man. So he couldn't call his mama. She done drove off.
what you told about?
That man said, I graduated from Bay and told my mom I want to go to Jack State, and she just dropped me off.
Okay, I
So,
told him, dog, you
so
can't just
I'm
come to
telling
school.
y'all, it's the same thing with football now. You can say you transferred somewhere, but you can't just show up and start working out.
The look on that man's face when Uncle Dean is standing there.
Nah, I sent him in that building to get some help, man. It was beyond me.
Oh, you can't just come to school.
I think they let him sleep in the dorm room for a night, call his mom so she can come back and get him.
Wait, he wasn't from Jackson?
No! No!
That nigga from Selma. Where he from?
Yeah, he was from some small town in Louisiana, man. Like
Oh,
he wanted to go to Jack State. She just dropped the ball.
him nor his mama had a dime worth of sense.
None.
Yeah,
that man ain't took ACT. He ain't registered. He just showed up in time for school to start.
I could have sworn you meant he was from down the street somewhere.
No. And that's why I said, hey, mama gone.
No, you can't just come to school, dog.
And so to all the people out there who are gonna be watching pregame network with Terrence behind the scenes stuff, reach the people, well off. When y'all don't see somebody these first 2 days, don't panic.
Yeah, don't panic, dog. Don't be in the comment section going crazy. You know what I mean?
Oh, such and so ain't there. He must have flipped. Oh, such and so ain't there. Come on, y'all, stop it.
Yeah.
Trying to tell y'all.
Hey, let me see. I think we got a super chat came through.
Booyah.
I'll just put it on the screen. How about that? Because Sheesh? Did I say Sheesh? Is the
I
name?
think it's QTM Sheesh. QTM Sheesh.
QGTM. See? Go ahead.
Appreciate the show. Looking forward to this season, Skull Bus. Shout out to my boys, Ezra Christensen and Bo Hewley. Big year load. Let's load the big year, man. Appreciate that 499 super duper.
Bo Hewley. That's a name right there. My uncle nickname used to be Bo Dilly. Doesn't that come from like an old show or something like that?
It's a blues singer named Bo Diddley, and then it's just an old country term for somebody. Okay. It's like Joe Sausage Head.
Okay. Well, yeah. That's what we used to call my uncle back in the day. Shout out to Bo Dilly.
Hey, somebody was in the comments, Chico.
Yeah.
And the guy was talking about with the suitcase. And they said later on he became known as Professor Booty Off. They said that was Chuck Bishop. And he later became known as
Professor Chuck Bishop.
I do wonder what happened to that cat, man. Like he just
that is
they gave him a place to lay for the night, called his family, said it don't work that way.
Just imagine it. This man on campus all hype, ready to go. He
he thought freshman year was 13th grade. That you just, if you pass shit, just move up.
Just move up. Pick the school you want to go to and just move up.
Yeah, just go, dog.
Woo.
No,
he must have been in schools that had like 13 people in the graduating class, dog. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about nothing. They just
man, what kind of school counselors they had, dog? Like, ain't nobody tell you about the ACT? Ain't nobody tell you about applying to the school, financial aid.
Shout out to Miss Green, my school counselor from high school, who stayed on top of me. Miss Green and several other ones that was up in there. Stayed on top of my studies, made sure I was right, and made sure I knew what the hell a clearinghouse was, because I had no idea. I probably would have been in the same situation too.
You should with the UAB with a trunk from Walmart.
I would have went to UAB with a plastic bag. You know what I mean? You can't just show up here. I'm ready to play football. What you here for? Football.
Hey, Chico, true story, dog. That happened.
Take the truth, said dude probably had the best night of his life before he left the next day. Uncle, you know what, dog? gonna bring you over here with the nukes. Give you a nice little experience.
I wish I could have, but I wasn't one myself then.
Oh, okay.
I was just like, one thing I did had I had a key to my room. I was in school. I had a lunch number. I wasn't where I was gonna get me come, but I was way ahead of his ass.
Oh, man, dog, it don't work that way, dog.
Dog, you don't need the registrar. You need the police. You just got abandoned. The minute you 18 yet, I think your mama just abandoned you.
Like this daycare. All right.
And come to think of it, Chico, I think what got my attention was the sound of the car speeding off. And I looked over and see the dude with a suitcase, not a briefcase like he going to class, a suitcase. One of them hard Samsonite, the hard luggage you can throw.
Yeah.
Old 70s luggage. That right, V. Clee, Tiger did. I heard like an engine. Like, man, what's going on over there? And then with the car, I see the dude standing there with a suitcase.
It fishtailed off.
Yeah,
when the dust settled, all you saw was this young kid with the suitcase.
Then he said that was his mama. Like, I hate to see your uncle drop you off. Yeah. Chico, I'm just telling you, man. No, David, he had a packed lunch. And it was something greasy because he had that grease spot on the bag.
I forgot to do something. Y'all gotta pause for me for a minute. Oh, you crazy, dog.
Let me tell you what happened, man. That man just thought you, and so I'm trying to let y'all know that's not how the portal work either. You can't just transfer somewhere. You can't just declare you going somewhere and show up.
Man.
Hey, Chico, what they looked up on Reach the People or behind the scenes that Terry's doing and seeing you in the living weights?
I'm just in there living weights randomly.
And Sway, hey, dog, what you doing?
Sway's go in there, walk towards
I got in the portal.
Hey, what's your name? I don't see your name on this list, dog. But I'm here though. Man, you don't turn your around somewhere, dog. That is funny, dog. That is funny. Hey, y'all are in the chat right now. Make sure y'all go check us out on unclechico.myshopify.com and get you some merch and support us. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the support and all the continued support. We appreciate it. We're going to continue to come much as possible right here, whether it's on the Morning Wood, Big Dog Chico show, or Uncle Chico.
Whoa.
Hey, somebody asked in the chat about your piggy bank back there. Uncle said, where can they get it?
My piggy bank.
I guess they saw your piggy bank back there. Somebody asked in the chat.
Oh man, the one with the lady, that's awesome. I don't think they make that no more.
Oh, they don't make them type no more. You're right.
Yeah, that's no, Chico, that thing literally, man, from the 60s.
That was passed down.
Yeah, that's my uncle's.
From the original Uncle Delic.
Yeah, exactly. That's from Unc.
Big Unc. Oh man. That is funny, man. That is funny. I don't even know where to go. What did I have anything else to talk about on here? We get in the chat, man. See what the chat talking about. Y'all got super chats, let us know. Y'all see the plug right down there below. We got merch.
Hey, David, you are exactly right. It's very normal. I'm just trying to get ahead of it because people act like it ain't normal.
Yeah.
They don't see everybody day one. They hit the panic button.
Said, what were your SAT scores? Enough to get into a prestigious university like UAB. Thanks to the young girl that was sitting next to me. You understand me?
I didn't take the SAT. We had ACT.
Yeah, I don't know whichever one I took. That's the one I took that I had to take. I did have to take one. Like, I think that was the one. Yeah, that's the one I got the highest score on. It was after a game we had just won, right? And I had to show up and I only showed up because I think my coach or somebody paid for it. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and show up. And man, little Shawty was sitting next to me, or at least
Good
diagonal.
job.
And I
Yeah.
saw her get the same
Enough
paper
to
that
out
I
her.
got. And I knew that she ain't go to the school I went to. She went to a good school. You feel me? So she got to know these answers. I said, I can see. That's what I could see back then. I can see the nice. See across. I said, A,
That's why
B,
you
A,
lying now.
C,
You
C.
winning so much that day, you lost
Yeah.
your damn
I
eyesight.
used all of my vision up then. It's like you only got a certain capacity of vision. I use all my vision up then. A, B, A, C, C. Bam. Y'all remember those tests?
Yeah.
You just copy the A, B, A, C, C. I got those. Boom.
Yeah, as long as you know they had the same one you had, you good.
Yeah. All you have to
They
do is
ain't
watch how
messing
they pass it
around.
out. They did it test A, test B, test A, test B. Oh, I got that pattern. All I gotta see which test I
Now,
get.
Chico,
It's on.
as an athlete, when you took it, you should have been able, and like you said, you ain't go to no good school. They might didn't tell you. Your words, not mine. You were supposed to be able to take your highest score from each section and make a composite test.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is it was like, damn, when I got
Yeah, like
finished.
for real, like student athletes, you got to do that. Like everybody else, you know, you make a 23, you make a 23, right?
Oh,
But
okay.
student athletes, you get to take your highest score. Let's say you take it 5 times. You
Mm-hmm.
could take your highest score from each part to make a separate test score.
Yep.
So, like if you mess around and get a 21 on math this time, it only gets sixes the next, you can use the 21.
Y'all see that, right? Harder to get in UAB than Bama or Auburn.
I believe that.
Yeah. It was tough,
Yeah, I
dog.
believe that.
But like I said, y'all know I'm playing about that girl. I did all the tests. I did all the answers myself.
Yeah, you did bubble them in yourself. Yeah, you did that. What had the test proctor confused was how is this joker bubbling in number 30 and he ain't flipped no pages on the test?
No. I was smarter than that. Well, I had it down packed. She flipped, I flipped. Simple. She flipped, I flipped, god dog. They don't know I'm looking at her. Boy, that was cold blooded. You hear me? I was tired from that game, beat up, everything. Ain't no
Yeah.
way I'm finna pass this test. The Lord did that. And I ain't lying.
Chico said he looked up. Well, she didn't go to my school. She must go to a good school.
Look at her over there. She got that good hair. What? Smell like roses up in here. I know she went to a good school. She went to the school. She went to that private school. They taught her this stuff. They had the right books.
Yeah. She had books she could take home.
All right. It's all right,
Chico, you talk to her at the test, you tell her thank you.
Never knew who she was, dog. I wish I could.
She got that right there. If you out there and you took that test and seen Chico cheesing over your left shoulder, reach out to us. We want to have you on Sunday night.
I thought I was trying to holler, you know, which I probably should have. You know what I mean? my coach used to tell us, "Hey man, listen, man, you get with a damn dumb girl, you're gonna have dumb kids because y'all some damn dummies."
You ain't lie about that now.
Like, damn, coach, all of us. Yeah,
he ain't lie about that.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You gotta watch.
Kids ain't gonna be no smarter than mom.
Let me see. What that say right there, Unc? You guys pick me up today for real, for real. I gotta watch out trying to read these. What do you call those?
Look positive.
FRs.
Picked up his spirits.
What's the FRs? For real, for real.
That's for real, for real, dog. That's for real, for real.
All right. I'll be saying something. You don't
Appreciate
mean
that. Appreciate that, Jazz 331. We just try to be us, man.
That's all.
We just be us.
That's all.
You know, holleration or haleration.
Let them know, Unc, that you still in Mississippi, Unc. That's your home. When people see you, they don't need to be surprised.
I don't know what's to let them know. Like I'm not hiding it.
Yeah. You going to another Jackson State game? basketball game coming up?
Had one last night, man, but I didn't make it. Jack State won, played Texas Southern. It was just a men's game only. I think the next one is a couple weeks, so I'll make that one.
Okay. Hey,
I'll make
y'all
that
stay
one
tuned.
before heading on back to Boulder, getting back to Boulder.
Where it's colder and everybody getting busy.
Speaking of
Coach
colder,
Prime.
Chico, I know
Yeah.
you ain't up on it because you out there in the middle of the ocean. But shout out to everybody from like Texas all the way to the East Coast. Later this week is going to be a major cold storm come through, ice storm come through.
What?
So make sure y'all keep alert, get ready to go stock up because you know it ain't like Colorado now. You know, we get a little bit of snow ice, everything freeze, shut down.
Mm-hmm. That's how it is in the South, man. Like talking about snowing, no school. I used to love those snow days where they'll say it's going to snow or it's going to be bad weather, and then it actually passes over, so it's just a free day out of school. That happened a lot in Alabama. You know, nobody everywhere else, but Alabama that definitely happened a lot. But
I'm just
speaking
gonna
of
be in
the
the
players,
house.
once again, before we get up out of here, shout out to Cam Newton. No, not
That
that
Cam
Cam
Newton.
Newton. It's Cam
Yeah,
Newton.
yeah, that
Colorado.
Cam Newton. Running back.
Yes, indeed. Got a running back, and a good running back too, man. He said he made it out to Boulder. It was a great experience, and hospitality really won him over. A nice young recruit running back that Coach Brennan kind of handpicked himself. Also, once again, I think that makes 6 running backs in that room right now. And that tells you, I think that gives you a glimpse of what he wants to do in that room. Using that 2 running back system, you're going to need multiple backs throughout this season. Banking or thinking that somebody might get hurt, one might red shirt. You're going to need at least 4 to travel. What you think about, for one, the running back room that's there right now? You got Trackhawk coming back and Michael West to lead that room, then a couple of guys from Sac State.
Love it, man, because once again, I'm leaning on this. I'm leaning on the judgment, discernment of Coach Prime when he hired this OC. And I'm leaning on the discernment of this OC who's literally running a system that he created. He's not running a system that he was taught or that something that he was a fly on the wall or an assistant coach for years. This is the offense he created. It's his offense. And he has a lot of formations that require 2 backs in the backfield. And so you're going to need more running backs than you typically have with that being the case, because a lot of times 2 of them are going to be in the game at the same time. So I like the way it's headed. He knows what he needs. He knows what he needs at receiver and everything else to make this offense go. And it's called go offense. So who am I to sit back and go like, oh, he don't know what he need? I know. He know what he need. And as Coach Prime said when he was on the morning run last week, whenever we would score 30 points, we're undefeated. And he hired an offensive coordinator whose career average is 35 points.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not let him pick his groceries?
Right. And that's not by mistake right there, man, as far as picking that OC that averaged that many points per game, because, you're looking back at what we did before. We won when we scored over 30. Let me get somebody who averages over 30. You know what I mean? That makes sense, don't it? And let him do his damn thing. And we're going to retool this defense from top to bottom. You got a couple of new coaches on the defensive side of the football also. So I'm excited, man. I like the linebackers that he brought in, the DBs, D-line, everybody has been, when you look at and you research these players or you look at what they bring, look at some highlights, look at the production, look at potential with some of these guys, look at the measurables. You got to be excited. You got to be definitely excited when they come together.
I would think, man, and that was the one thing I tried to encourage people to do when the portal announcement started happening before the portal even opened, is just be patient and don't worry about names. Look at production. And of course, everybody got mad. Everybody wanted to tackle on, and I'm just sitting on the front porch drinking his drink. I don't want no trouble with nobody unless you come in my yard.
I think go ahead, go ahead. I'm gonna leave you alone.
And all you got to do is when somebody leaves, truly look at what you're losing production wise and go replace it. And in each situation, Coach Prime not only replaced it as in even kill, he replaced it with more.
Yeah.
Vetted by an OC who knows what he wants. Why would I panic?
Mm-hmm. The safeties, man. The safeties, I think, complement each other, and I think all share a characteristic of being the attribute of being physical, fast, getting to the football, and like Coach Prime said, they play for the picks. You know, they go after the picks, whether they drop them or not. They still go after those picks to get those turnovers. So I think we should anticipate a lot more turnovers on the defensive side of the football, also in the defensive backfield from the safeties and the corner.
And if nothing else, a lot more pass breakups.
Mm-hmm.
And if nothing else, far fewer holdings or pass interferences.
Yeah.
Because if you're playing the ball, you ain't necessarily touching the man.
Look at the championship game last night, and Pons, the defensive back, D'Angelo Pons, I think he had 10 breakups on the season, had a couple key ones in the ball game last night. Where'd he come from? A smaller school, right? Where Signetti came from and recognized his talent, right? And then now he's on the biggest stage making those plays and made himself a lot of money in the NFL draft whenever he decides to go. That's all it is now, man. You recognize these talents, putting them on a bigger stage, bringing them together, coaching them up, and seeing what you guys can accomplish now. You know what I'm saying? Like this we saw it happen last night with Indiana and Coach Sig. That's the way to go now, man. I think Coach Prime is right on that path. He's gonna do his damn thing. Once again, it's on. Hey, Josh McCormick, got a kicker, a black kicker, transferred from Grambling State. That's big time.
Mm-hmm.
How many black kickers you seeing out there, man? Even in HBCUs, we'll see a a kicker from another ethnicity. You know what I mean? Whether he's Spanish or a white kicker that'll come over usually and be a kicker. Now you got a
I
black
think the final four teams in this year's CFP all had Australian kickers.
Yep.
You
They're
know,
going down there and
we
seeing
had
it.
one and make two.
That's big, man. Like Australia, because of the way that they play football, that's how they get to breed these kickers nowadays. So I think we'll see
Well,
a
I was
lot more.
talking to Timu, mate, and I
Team,
said, "Man, how does that happen?" And he said, "Unc, I'm not going to bother with the accent." He said, "You got to understand when in America, when y'all are little kids and you walk out to the playground, you pick up the ball and throw it."
yeah.
He said, "We walk out there, we pick up and kick it.
Mm,
Like we don't throw the ball to each other when we're playing catch. We kick the ball to each other. We playing catch.
yeah.
So everything we do is centered around kicking, not throwing, and that's like from 3 years old to 30 years old. Like it
Mm,
never changes. You don't drive by a playground in Australia and people out there throwing each other.
right. So why not if you're in America? If you're America, just like they did with basketball and picking these European players because of the way that they were brought up, and developing their skills from a young age. No matter how tall they were, or whatever, you still learn how to dribble. You still learn the basics
Let
of the
me let me
sport.
let me show you something, Chico, of why
What do you want?
Moses couldn't even lead people. The Texas Truth said, "I noticed Vickers take a leadership role at the end of workouts. We didn't see that last season." And then here comes somebody. That's the last thing we need is Vickers to lead. Like it's like you never see you. It's like
That's crazy, dog.
it's like Moses got them people to the show line, stuck that stick down there and opened up. And that's the same joker that said it's muddy.
It's too muddy.
It's muddy.
My sandals gonna get dirty. No.
Well, I'm telling you, man.
Hey, man. Take the truth. I peeped that too. The
Like,
missed
dog,
field
come
goal was
on.
key to it. Was shout out to David Isabel up in this thing. Um, Tony, the young fella from Miami. I think a couple times you saw Indiana and how that grown man was when it was going against the 18-year-old when they snatched him down a couple times. I
Yeah.
was like, man, that's a 24-year-old tackling an 18-year-old right there. And I think those linebackers came in there with that mindset, going back to Indiana just for a couple seconds. They came because I'm answering a question in the chat. They came in there with the mindset of we're not gonna let these young boys beat us. It seemed like they were physically more dominant at the line of scrimmage than Miami was. Um, they I don't know what we just lost right there. You good?
No, I got you. You slow down for a second, but I'm with you. Keep going.
Okay. I don't know what happened right there, but hey, other than that, I think that might be the wrap up of the show right there, Uncle. Unless you want to end it with something, let us know.
No, I like where you were headed with that. I think the slowdown kind of threw you off, but what do I always say, Chico? What's the best indicator of future performance? Past performance. Indiana came in this game without a loss. Why would they? Why would they walk out there believing they might take one tonight?
Mm.
They came out there ready to play. I really do think this. I think the best team won.
Yeah, I do. I think
And it just coincidentally, whether you believed it or not, when they were 3-0, 6-0, 8-0, 9-0, 10-0, conference champions, or whenever you hopped on the belief wagon that this is the best team in college football this year, they emphatically, absolutely proved it last night by winning it all and not losing a single game in the process.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to see how the college football landscape continue to play out from here. We got Coach Swayze, like Unc said, in the mix right now, getting them boys right. Y'all see all the signees that has gone down with Coach Prime in Colorado. Big list and a big haul for the Buffs. Shout out to Coach and shout out to everybody listening in and watching. Y'all hit that like, subscribe, comment. Let us know where you're checking in from. Hype this video up. Hit that hype button. If y'all haven't found it yet, click like on your video, scroll down, and you should see it where it says you can hype this video up. Or if you're on your iPad, you can scroll over where it says like or all the little thumbs up, like, dislike, or whatever, and you can click it right there. Unc, what you amused by right now? Look like you're amused by something.
I'm amused by somebody said, can the Buffs play the way Signetti played? And Signetti didn't play. Signetti coach. And then somebody said, I think Indiana take a step back next year. I mean, shit, it's hard to go undefeated 2 times in a row. I'd imagine they would take a step back too, even if it's just about one game. And shout out to the Big Ten. That's 3 in a row.
Hey, I saw. Oh, I guess we're not leaving right now, guys. Big Ten got some money, dog, compared to the SEC. I think money in the SEC, from what I've been researching and reading and hearing. And last 3, Michigan, Ohio State, and now Indiana. SEC is hey. They're getting a lot of players that's coming from the South to head up there to up north. Whether it's Michigan quarterback, whether it's Quishon Judkins, whether it's Caleb Downs. We in a new era of college football, huh?
Yeah, because
Bus
guess
already
what,
down the
Chico?
street.
Guess what, Chico?
Huh? Yeah.
Guess what? You from the South. And in your history of being from the South and living in the South, why did anybody in your family move up north?
Get away from the South and get more money.
Think you could have left that first part out. They went to get more money, dog. They went to get more money. And the same thing is happening now. Same reasons Nick Saban said it's time for me to retire. Not that everybody can do it. You better believe parity is going to enter and it's going to shift all around the nation to parts of the nation that it was not familiar with, because bread is bread.
So it is more of a toss up now of who's going to win, the national championship, or who's going to be in the playoffs and have a chance to win the national championship. But still, it all boils down to that almighty.
It's a toss up between 15 people.
Okay.
It's not a toss up between 130 people.
Okay, gotcha.
100,
right.
all 136 or whatever the number is, don't have the infrastructure, the financing, and the capabilities to win the national championship. That's
Okay.
that Cinderella story stuff.
Yeah.
The truth is, there are about 10 to 16 teams that have what's in place to make this possible.
Yeah. Vaughn, remember we talked about this a couple weeks ago. When I said I saw the story that Mark Cuban putting a lot of money behind Indiana, same way Dave Portnoy put a lot of money behind Michigan.
But get this team that you just saw, that wasn't Cuban behind this team.
Right.
Like
That was more.
what
That was
you see
more
now
of
is Cuban coming on board for the future.
to keep it going. This
Yes.
right here was more of Signetti, like we said, recognizing the talent, bringing those guys up, getting the right pieces for his system, and going from there with that right quarterback. So, hey man, I think a lot of people could try to emulate that, but I think it's still going to be a lot of teams that's going to say, "Hey man, we're going to try to buy our way to it," and you'll have teams like Notre Dame that could do both. It's going to be right there waiting for them. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how it goes in college football from now.
Professor Booty on.
Thank y'all for coming out.
They
Y'all
said
have a
there was
great
booty
day.
on
This
with
has
their
been late.
luggage, man. They said there was booty on with their luggage.
No, you don't work like that. Though. You can't just show up. You killed that man's dreams up. Like, no, I sent it to the counselor.
I said, "You what, dog? Your mom just dropped you off."
Yeah, you dropped me off.
I mean, did you register?
Register?
What's
What I
that?
got registered
Did
for?
you apply? Did you get a letter saying be here on this date?
No,
Oh.
I'm here though. They said this is the first day when it started.
And then I said this joking to Chico. I said, "Dog, did you take the ACT, man?"
ACT, who is that? What that
I
is?
said, you better call your mama. You better flag her down.
And like, did you take the test? No, I got jumped in. I'm a blood. Like what? That's the wrong type of test we talking about, dog.
That man ain't had Chico. That man ain't had no sheets. You know, you supposed to bring sheets with you.
Oh hell no. His mama nor him didn't have a dime worth of sense. Hey man, this has been another episode of the Morning Run Live with Unc and Chica. Y'all hit that like, subscribe, comment. I know we came to you guys at a different time today, but we'll be back on track tomorrow. Same damn time, same damn channel.
Yeah.
That is the Pregame Network.
Believe that.
Biggest dog, Chico to the C, the badass Uncle Neely.
Yeah.
Peace in the Middle East. Yeah.
Always.